Hi guys again. Sorry if you hear some banging noises. My neighbor looks like he's doing, I don't know what he's doing. He's building a boat or something. Who knows, in his garage. So meet Owen E. Management, Ezra Owen, using the photo of what looks like, I think, a Turkish actor. And this is the chat. Trigger warning. It gets dirty. And I'm probably going to get banned for this too. So, hi there, I'm Owen, a publicist for @Johnny Depp. We're doing a review and he'd like to personally express his appreciation for your support. If you're open to it, we can connect on you both on the Signal app. Let me know if you'd like to proceed. Best, Owen. I wasn't going to bother, except I did a reverse image search on the profile and it turned out to be some actor or something from Turkey. So I went, except the picture you're using is not you, Ezra. I know who it is in the photo, but do you? You have no affiliation to anyone famous, let alone Johnny Depp. How do you live with yourself with what you do to other people? How are you not embarrassed? He just got back to me. Oh, I understand your skepticism. But with your outburst, you are only being disrespectful. Cause you know nothing, declares my scammer, to which I put a laughing emoji. I will never fool you in any way. The only true thing he said today. I said, the name you're using is not the man in the photo. So you're the one who's disrespectful. And in response to, I will never fool you in any way, I said, no, you can't fool me, Mughal. I know exactly who and what you are, Mr. Mughal. I am a publicist, he tries to say. In response to that, I said, and why are you using the stolen photo? You know that Google exists, right? I found the real photo immediately, and it isn't you, mate. You Mughals think we're stupid. You are the Mughal here, he snarls. And in response to that, I said, your Nigerian is showing. Gotcha, you moron. I know a hurt and heartbroken person when I see one, said my moron, to which I put a laughing emoji. I said, and I know a scammer when I see one, you Mughal. You're a bastard, he snarls at me. In response to being called a bastard, and I said, you're a thief and a scammer, well done. Come suck my dick, he said. I said, no remittance for Mughal tonight, and you wish, you thief, scum. When was the last time you've been touched? I see it's being long, said my scammer, who thinks he's got me all figured out. I said, more often than you, Mughal. That's why you are frustrated, he tries. I said, you haven't popped your V card yet, and that's why you're a scammer like garbage. Brackets, scammer's mad that he has no money. Change your profile photo. You don't look sexy, you look frustrated. I said, I'm going shopping and you have no money. I say nothing but the truth. I said, you look poor, and says the scammer. Actually, I'm doing well than you are even in your next life, brags my scam with nothing. I said, you have nothing because you are nothing. And in response to being told that he's doing better than I would be in my next life, I went with this profile, you moron. Someone has no money. Poor Omo. Can't read, can't write, can't hustle, can't do anything but beg from women. Do you need some few grands? Says my moron. I went, ooh, Mughal is so triggered and mad right now. And in response to can't read, can't write, can't hustle, not like you have it. You're poor, remember, said my scammer. I said, you don't have a single dollar and you're the one online stealing. Real man, aren't you? No money, no girls, boo-hoo. And in response to you don't have a single dollar, my scammer said, I could give you a token just for you to shop, maybe $5,000, just a token, but you're disrespectful. He's trying to get me to agree so he can money mule me. And in response to no money, no girls, he goes, I have a lot of them, but doesn't actually reiterate whether it's money or girls. And in response to I could give you a token just for you to shop maybe $5,000, I said, you wish you had that much, little boy. And I can fuck your smelling kitty cat if I want. Said, oh, he's a charmer. I said, baby needs to beg online, you beggar. And after he told me he was going to F my smelly kitty cat, I said, with what? That pencil between your legs? Pencil. Laughing emoji. If $5,000 is much to you, that means you are poor, said my scammer who's online with a bodgy profile trying to get gift cards. I went, tiny, tiny boy. And in response to pencil, he goes, you want proof? And in response to if $5,000 is much to you, it means you are poor, I said, says the Mughal with the fake profile. It's going to make you all wet already, he said. And in response to you want proof, I said, yeah, send it and see how long you keep this profile. And in response to it's going to make you all wet already, I said, dude, you wouldn't know how. You've never had a woman. I can have you if I want, claims my scammer. I'm going to fuck your sense out, he said. To which I put in a laughing emoji. And in response to I can have you if I want, I said, not in a million years. I like my men honest and real, not little scammers with pencils. For dicks, I meant to write. I'm going to make you feel what you've never felt before, says my scammer. And I'm thinking, yes, what, vomit in the back of my throat. So I went, Pencil Boy is your new name. And in response to being told that he was going to make me feel something I've never felt before, I said, sweetie, you need something first. You don't have it. You need to grow one. And in response to Pencil Boy is your name, he goes, and Pussy is your new name. I said, ask your father. He'll tell you. Juliana, he said. And we'd cross-posted. I went, Mughal gets no remittance tonight and has nothing. So in response to Juliana, I went, Mughal? Because that's the only name I have for him. Sentiment aside, he tries. To which I went, sentiment? Yikes, learn English, dude. I'm not sure you know the meaning in this context, linguistically, which he chose to ignore. Says something that doesn't know anything. I don't know, guys. To which I responded, you sound even dumber now. What do you want? Your pussy. Then your daughter's own. He tries. I went, then it sucks to be you, doesn't it? And then your grandma, he continues. And this is where he dug himself right out of the friend zone that he was hoping to get into. So, in response to wanting to F my daughter, I went, wow, so you're into small children. Oh my God, you deserve to be in jail. And in response to my grandmother, I said, and you like fucking the dead? Typical. I'm not surprised. I'm into older people like you, said my scammer, who you'll see in a minute does a 180. I said, you're a pedo and into necrophilia. How old are you, he said. You don't look old enough to me. Don't forget, he just said he liked me. He liked older women. So in response to how old are you, I said, none of your business, pedophile. Seems you are in your 20s, he tries again, because I don't think he fully understood what a pedophile was. I said, do they fuck kids in... And I put the Nigerian flag, and yes, I know that pedophilia is frowned there as well. Please don't come at me. But I just wanted to ask him because I wanted to see if he understood what that meant. I said, you said you were going to do that to my infant daughter, you sick fuck. To which I got the following response. If your daughter is infant, that means you're not even old enough. What have you been doing? I ask again, how old are you? Oh my God. He's laying it on thick, guys. And in response to do they fuck kids in Nigeria, he goes, what flag is that? I went, you're disgusting. That's where you're from? He asks. I said, you like small kids. Ew. I like you. Are you old enough? He said. I should have told him no, I was 12 and see what his response was. I said, you deserve prison, Mughal. You're a criminal and a predator of kids. I want you. What you saying? I don't think he jerried all the way through this, what I was calling him. So I responded with, you said you wanted to F my daughter, my infant daughter, and my dead grandmother. You're a disgusting piece of shit that deserves to be buried under the jail. No foreign mama for you here, Mr. Mughal. What's foreign? Said my scammer, pretending to still be American. You are not even rich. I'm trying to manage you. You're funny. So funny. To which I said, says the small boy online with his fake profile, trying his hardest to, quote, hustle, and still can't make a single dollar. Yeah, you really showed me. Shaking my head, you twit. At least he has a sense of humour, and he put in a laughing emoji. Send me a picture of you. I want to see you. So I went, sure, hold please, and sent him the photo of Kate Blanchett, which, mind you, is really overexposed and there's absolutely no filters on it. It's not curated. It's a very natural photo. I said, that was from dinner. You'll never have that, meaning he'll never have a woman that beautiful. Does look recent and natural. Too many lights on it, he said. So I don't know if he was accusing me of a not unnatural photo or a natural photo. I said, yes, it's from last weekend. I don't need an edited one. And in response to too many lights on it, I said, yes, I'm in a restaurant, an expensive one. You don't have the one you took at home, which is my profile photo, which was actually taken at work. And in response to, I don't need an edited one, I said, well, it sucks to be you then. And in response to, yes, I'm in a restaurant, an expensive one. It's okay. Enough of the fights already, he said, thinking he's going to now try and friend zone me and make me his little foreign mama or foreign puss. So in response to, you don't have the one you took at home, I said, I have tons. You're not getting them to use in your scams. I will never do that, he lies. And in response to, it's okay, enough of the fights already, I said, against scammers, never. And in response to never using my photos in a scam, I said, yes, you're a criminal. You're untrusted. You just have a bad impression of me, but it's fine. Oh, yeah. And in response to untrusted, he goes, yeah, I understand. I said, you're a thief and a liar. Around that, I just got a bad impression. Well, it's okay, he interjects. I continued, I like classy people, not boys who want my infant daughter. Ugh, vomit. To which he responds with, what I do have to do with an infant kid. Stop being a child. You know I'm not serious about that. Of course I know he's not. I said, dude, you've done nothing but lie. So no, I don't know if you're serious. So I'm going to assume you are. You see, what you do defines how people see you. You lied, you're a scammer, and you made horrific, ugly statements to a woman, which makes you the worst kind of male ever. And it's on you. To which my scammer, who is probably not overly young, goes, yeah, I take the blame. I accept the insults. And I'm sorry, I didn't even notice that he accepted my insult. Wow, okay. I wish you happiness, he said. I said, make better choices with your life. Goodbye. You wouldn't even send a picture? You can put it on one-time view. So I've just responded to, you can put it on one-time view. I said, you got the only photo you're ever going to get. You aren't trustworthy. You aren't decent. You aren't a decent human. Now, I did report him, obviously, the minute that it starts getting really cringy and really kind of way over the top, I report them. But that also means that there's a very good chance that I'm going to lose access to this particular profile for a week as well. And that's fine. Oh, a little catch up from the previous video. The scammer found my YouTube channel and I got a message on Facebook Messenger going, why'd you put me on online? Why'd you post me? So I just laughed. I was like, oh, wow, someone's cut. So yeah, anyone who wants to go and have a go at O&E management, just want to find out who this actual guy is in the photo. Okay. The image is a promotional shot. Okay, sorry, my apologies. An Egyptian film producer, Mohammed Hevsi, at the Red Sea International Film Festival. So this is this guy trying to tell me that he's Johnny Depp's personal assistant. What a muppet. So he hasn't seen it for about 4 minutes. I'll wait a little bit and see if he comes back or whether Instagram has actually taken the profile down. I'll have to put in a warning. Okay, it's been over 12 minutes and he hasn't even seen it. The account's still up, but I'm thinking he may have gotten restricted because I did report him. So I don't know. If he comes back, I'll do another one. I just don't want to sit around waiting. So like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. This one was charming. Wasn't he a charmer? Love you guys. Bye.